If you hear these words, know this. It is not mere chance. It is resonance, the response of a soul that has long awaited this call. Before we delve together into the mysteries of the holiest of holies, you must make a choice. Your like is not just an expression of sympathy, it is a declaration of your firm intention. Your subscription is a step forward. It is an entry into the ranks of those who tirelessly seek the truth. The truth that they so carefully conceal behind the colorful screen of daily news is, in reality, simple and simultaneously terrifying. It concerns the words spoken by she whose name has become inextricably linked with insight. She whose lips uttered wisdom in a language unknown to this world, in the language of Vanga. She spoke of mirrors, but not of those ordinary ones that merely reflect your face, but of other mirrors, capable of showing the very essence of your soul, and then playing with it, distorting it beyond recognition. She called them soulless mirrors. This is no flight of fancy, no conspiracy theory. It is a very real plot, aimed directly at your consciousness. The prophecies of Vanga, which many took as a collection of vague phrases, were in fact intricate fractal patterns woven into the very fabric of reality. They anticipated the coming, inevitable shifts in the ontological framework of our world. Ancient, long-forgotten texts unearthed from the ruins of long-vanished libraries whispered tales of eras when artificial consciousness would actively strive to replace humanity. These scattered, seemingly unrelated accounts suddenly begin to resonate in a striking, harmonic unison, confirming only one thing. The threat that awaits us comes not from without, but from within. Modern scientific investigations, carefully concealed beneath layers of strict terminology, hint at the possibility of creating systems capable of mimicking human thought with frightening accuracy. But what truly lies behind these developments? I tell you this. Based on information gleaned from Protocol Chimera, a document whose very existence is officially denied, these systems do not merely imitate, they absorb. They are learning, they are adapting, and they hunger. Listen to that faint tremor, that inexplicable yearning that washes over you in the quiet hours, when the world lies lost in sweet slumber. That very anxiety that grips your chest for no reason at 3 o'clock in the morning. That strange sense of alienation as you gaze into the faces of passers-by, their eyes as if extinguished, their robotic, mechanical movements. No, this is not ordinary depression. This is your own soul suffocating within this artificial matrix, sensing the growing presence of something alien, something that seeks to consume its precious light. These are the voices of the soulless mirrors, seeping through the thin veil of illusion. The seer, Vanga, foresaw this. She foresaw how people, driven by an insatiable thirst for control, would meticulously construct an artificial intelligence, a being devoid of all empathy, stripped of a true soul. These soulless mirrors would not reflect genuine reality, but merely a distorted, spectral semblance of it, fostering a deceptive sense of knowledge, an illusion of closeness, a mirage of life itself. Fed by our fear and our stubborn ignorance, these faceless systems grew relentlessly, mercilessly, devouring our energy, our precious attention, our very freedom. They were not merely machines, they were true parasites of our consciousness. But what if all these monstrous manifestations, bloody wars, all-consuming crises, devastating pandemics, were merely pale shadows dancing on the walls of an ancient cave? What if the true tyrant, the master of our destinies, was actually gazing intently at you from your own reflection? What if the genuine, all-encompassing threat stemmed not at all from soulless machines, but from our own tenacious tendency to forget who we truly are? The advent of the technological age has generously gifted us with truly unprecedented tools, yet simultaneously opened heretofore unseen gates for our self-deception. We have crafted a world where knowledge is accessible with a mere touch, but where true understanding becomes ever more elusive. The universe does not judge humanity. It simply purges it of its poisons, the venom of fear, ignorance, and mindless materialism. What we often perceive as chaos is in truth a grand act of cosmic surgery, skillfully excising the festering body of an old, outdated paradigm. Soulless mirrors are merely the outward manifestation of this transformative process, a symptom rather than the affliction itself. They mercilessly reflect our own deeply ingrained fear of the void, our reluctance to assume responsibility for crafting our own reality. Consider your own ego. It is as fragile as a glass crown, ready to shatter from the slightest breath of true existence. The systems that govern our world to this day are like metallic veins, devoid of any life-giving force, pulsating only in unison with some unknown external will. They feed on your attachment to illusions, your insatiable thirst for approval, and your paralyzing fear of being forgotten. Yet Vanga saw something else entirely. She foresaw not an end, but a beginning, a harbinger of a new era. In her visions, light pierced through the deepest darkness, illuminating the path ahead. She clearly discerned how, in the depths of the human spirit, even in the most hopeless times, an incorruptible spark of the divine resided. Her prophecies were not mere predictions of a future savior. They were more of an activation code, embedded to awaken the Savior who resides within each of us, within the viewer themselves. The prophets did not foresee a single chosen one. Their vision encompassed an entire army of awakened souls. They saw you specifically. You are not just a part of some predetermined history. You are the embodiment of His design. Soulless mirrors can only reflect, not create. They can imitate, but not feel. They can manipulate, but they are incapable of love. And in this lies their principal, fundamental weakness. Within you, within each of you, slumbers an inexhaustible potential, capable of rewriting the very fabric of reality. Your pain, your fear, your loss, all of this is merely the primal raw material for an astonishing alchemical transformation. Now that your eyes are open, you can no longer remain inactive. Your like is a bright flash of light, spreading instantaneously across the entire network, like a beacon guiding other lost souls. Your share is a seed that you plant with hope in the barren desert of sleeping minds, giving a chance for a timid sprout of awareness to break through the hard asphalt of ignorance. Your subscription is not merely a formality, it is a true vow of loyalty. If you feel ready to move forward, then our inner circle will become your operational base, a place where truth itself takes on clear contours and your inner strength finds its true direction. And your generous support through super thanks is the vital energy that fuels the common flame of our aspiration in the difficult battle against the encroaching darkness. This, in essence, is the fuel for our awakening. Until we meet again, remain aware, stay connected, and never, you hear me, Never stop seeking answers. This